Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to our short Phantasy Star Nova playthrough. If you missed the last part, I'll put a link in the description. You can click on that. You can skim through it, and you'll be all caught up. So we were under attack by Darkers, and the captain's not looking so great. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, sorry. We couldn't use photon arts. Basically, just for whatever reason, photon arts was a no-go. But a talking hologram granted us the ability to use grand arts, which are pretty much the same. So, no problem there. Wow, that thing can teleport. Yeah, this game never came out in English. It was released in Japan about 3 years ago now. And that was it. Just promoted for a little bit, but then just kind of fell off the radar, I think. So if you have never seen this, never heard of it, then I think that's, it's not your fault. It's especially just because it never got. I don't think people were talking about it in Western media. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys how it looks, how it plays, and what kind of stuff you're missing out on by not having a selection of video games. いいか。デルタバリアントの全権をお前に託す。Okay. The captain is not gonna make it. And he's leaving the entire ship and crew. Philia here. Wow. How did he rip his thing off so easily? That captain died so fast that it's hard to, I think, to care. I never got to like really talk to him, so. Alright, so here's our new captain. I guess the headset is part of it. Like I said in the other parts, all the cutscenes in this game are unskippable for whatever reason. Right, so no one on this planet can use photon arts. Me, that's us, that's our character. Alright, so basically we just need to figure out how to survive. That's the goal here, is to get off the planet in one piece. Why did the captain leave captain duties to Philia? Just because she's the most capable fighter? That's pretty much it, right? She's not really good at speeches. Oh my god. Sorry, what's happening now? Where are you guys going? Why are you all saluting? Cold sleep? Are you guys going back on cold sleep? Yeah, alright. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, that reminds me, actually. There is a system for this game. You can put in a bunch of codes. You can put codes in somewhere in a menu or something to unlock characters out of cold sleep. And a lot of times you can get pretty cool, like, characters not from this game, just from other Sega properties. From the top of my head, I can't remember. I think you can get... Oh man, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like this is wrong. But I think you can get Lenneth from Valkyrie Profile. I'm pretty sure you can... She's one of the characters you can get out of cold sleep. So that is pretty cool. Do I want to save? I'm good for now. Yes, you can save from the menu, and yes, autosave. Okay, thank you. Here's all the patch notes. I'm not going to read them. We're up to version 1.05 right now, I think. It's just how many patches the game got since it was released 3 years ago. Alright, so this is the base. It's pretty much nothing right now. There is hardly anything here, but as you play the game, somewhat unsurprisingly, you will develop this. So there'll be weapon stores here, and then for those individual stores, you can level them up one by one, which will add inventory. It'll make the store bigger. Pretty self-explanatory. It's fun, honestly. I mean, it's not super deep base building, but it's definitely something that you can sink time into. Oops. The game does have a lot of, it does have a bunch of hooks. Like, customizing your character is one of them. You can get hairstyles, you can get clothing items, different, like, attachments for your weapons. So that's a hook. You can build your base, craft some stuff. There's a bunch of stuff here in the game that's meant for you to sink your time into. And if you let it, it will take that time from you. So the game definitely has a bunch of fun stuff, I think. Definitely it's a lot more fun with friends who care about Phantasy Star, so I don't know, if you're into this, grab a couple friends, grab a couple Vitas if you don't have any. Find this game somewhere. It is definitely a game that you can play, I think, without knowing Japanese. The combat is self-explanatory, and I'm sure there's a guide somewhere online where you can look up the skill trees and the menus and stuff like that. So I certainly think this is a doable game that you can play without knowing Japanese. So yeah, if you like what you see, maybe try to pick up a copy. They can't be that expensive now. The game's not new by any means. Yes, we're talking about Gran. We can use Gran to fight. So going through this gate, we can take a look at what quests we have available. So right now we only have one quest available. It is this one. It just says look for partners? Not partners, nakama. You know, how would you... Buddy? Friends? Allies. And the red book basically means it's a story quest. Eventually, yeah, you can fill out your party. We just have Lutina, so that's it for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see how this mission plays out. As you go through, yeah, you'll fill up the map. I'm pretty sure this is all standard stuff, I think. I'm pretty sure this is similar to how Phantasy Online 2 plays. By no means am I the authority on that. I'm sure there are people on the internet like streaming it right now. English players, that is, I mean. I'm pretty sure there's some English players streaming it. I'm not sure why Phantasy Star Online 2 never came out to English territories, but I feel like part of it has to do with maybe licensing. Like, it feels like every month the game has some kind of collaboration with some anime or some other franchise or something. And I just imagine that that's a logistical nightmare to get over to audiences that aren't part of the deal. So either like you have two options here, like you have a totally different set of servers, totally different set of operator really, and you have to strip all that stuff out, or you know, when they negotiate these collaboration deals, they have to include English territories in as well. And you know, maybe Sega just doesn't want to put any resources into that. I don't know. I'm totally guessing here. One of the things that I find super interesting in Japan, and by interesting I mean sad, is the state of PC gaming. If you go to a gaming store, like in Akihabara or something like that, and you look at gaming PCs, a lot of the time, and this is like 85% of the time, the benchmark that they're running on their display computers to show like how powerful a PC is, it's usually the Final Fantasy 14 benchmark. And I think there's such a discourse between that and PC gaming in other countries. Like for benchmarks, it'll be like Rise of the Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, you know, Witcher 3, so stuff like that. Like games that are really, really, really demanding, because people want to know how they play, right, on that hardware. But in Japan, just all these laptops, all these desktops are just running the 14 benchmark on a loop. And that's not to say that 14 is like super easy to run, but it kind of is. You know, it's an MMO, so it's meant to be. It's meant to have to be able to be run on a huge selection of PCs. So it's so bizarre seeing like a system that's configured for like high-end stuff. Like you have an 8th gen Intel processor, like an NVIDIA 1080 video card in there, and it's just running the benchmark for 14 or Dragon Quest 10 or something even older. I've seen like computers. I've seen stores that are still running like the Street Fighter 4 benchmark, or like the Resident Evil, I think 4 or 5 benchmark, games that are not new by any means. So that's just as someone who does try to someone who does play PC games, it almost hurts me to see that sometimes, but you know. What's going on here? Oh, a person that's alive. Alright, so someone's deeper in. That guy's cool. Wow, he just parried that thing with a staff, and that's actually impressive. Alright, so he can't use photons, but we can use Gran. So these two, you can guess, but these are our first two additional party members. Pretty like really balanced, and that's no surprise. God, my character is ridiculous looking. What is my headgear, by the way? What kind of hat is that? Is it like a thing around my ears, or what's the deal? I'm probably gonna get hit there. Oh. Alright, so this is pretty simple. I would hesitate to call this a boss fight, but that's, from all intents and purposes, that's really what it is. As you go through the game, though, you actually get things that are boss fights. They're huge. They take a lot of hits. They have a lot of weak points. They kind of have phases, and they are fun to fight, I think. But that's not for a couple hours in. This is just to start you off. Another game that comes to mind that has like big boss fights that you can play co-op is actually Metal Gear Peace Walker, which is also a portable game. Also, well, I mean, is. You can't play it on PS3. Same idea though. Huge bosses. You need a partner. You don't need a partner, but easier with a partner. So same idea here. That was it. That was it. Alright, you know what? I actually think that's going to do it for Phantasy Star Nova. The idea was to get just a super quick look at the game, really how it played, what the battle system was like. So I hope that was enough. I hope that gave you an idea of how it is. Go ahead and share this with a friend if you have a friend who likes Phantasy Star or JRPGs or Japanese games or video games or whatever. Let me know what you thought. You can leave a comment on this video. Is this a game you want? Would you enjoy this? Let me know. Leave a comment, message me on Twitter, whatever. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again. Take care.